IVM.
मंडे तक तेरा पॉडकास्ट नहीं आया ना तो तू Hello and welcome. My name is Abbas. With me in the studio is my co-host Urjita.
मैं होनोलुलु से आई रे हिब्रू बोलती हूँ.
And that was a quote from the 2002 film Akhiyon Se Goli Maare. It's a film we have discussed couple of times before, but we're giving it the justice it requires today. And joining us in the studio is a Govinda super fan. She's someone you would have seen on streaming sites, on YouTube, on Instagram. Comic Stan. She's one of the funniest person I think to follow on social media. Please welcome stand-up comedian, screenwriter, and she's right now touring with her special called I'm Over It. Please welcome to the studio, Supriya Joshi.
Thank you.
You can tell in like one एक नजर में आप बता सकते हो this is a Govinda fan right
Big
here.
fan.
Yeah.
So Supriya, we've discussed Dulhe Raja on this show before. We've discussed
course.
क्योंकि मैं झूठ नहीं बोलता.
Amazing.
And what I've realized is that each Govinda film we discuss is essentially becomes about how much we love Govinda, right?
Absolutely.
You can't nail down the logic or you can't nail down the screenwriting prowess or whatever.
Not at all.
And I think this movie, more than any other, exemplifies that.
Absolutely.
So, firstly, before we go into a break, tell us about your love of Govinda, how you came about it, and where does it stand today?
Okay, so I've never ironically loved Govinda. I genuinely love Govinda.
Yeah.
Like, I think he's one of my biggest comedy idols. I have learnt a lot about comedy and how to be free from him. And it's just the irreverence in which he performs his lines, especially in this movie. It's fantastic. So, and I have had the saubhagya of meeting him.
Yes.
So, it's like I met my idol and he did not disappoint me. So,
Oh, okay.
it
Okay.
was the best moment.
How
Okay.
did the meeting go?
We will discuss
Yes,
more
okay.
about that. Akhiyon Se Goli Maare. Urjita, before we go into a break, you're just like, give me a one-line thoughts about this movie. Have you seen it? Did you see it before?
I think I've seen it before,
Okay.
but I think मैंने uninteresting part देखा था मूवी का, क्योंकि actual funny part मैंने अभी देखा, अभी as in कल देखा, and bro मैं इतना नहीं हंसी पहले कभी. Just everything, I was laughing at everything that they were doing. ये हाथ ऊपर करे, ये ऊपर करे.
Exactly.
Every time he would say "Olulu," I would lose my shit. How the fuck is this so funny? How am I laughing so much on this silly gag? But yeah, very funny.
Okay, cool. We'll take a short break at this point. When we come back, we'll talk a little bit more about Akhiyon Se Goli Maare, and
Just
I have
little bit more.
opinions.
एक घंटे का एपिसोड है भाई, थोड़ा और बोल
And
लेंगे.
sure. And we'll get into how Supriya met the legend Govinda. All of this and more on the other side of this break. If you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe, press the like button, and follow us on social media. We'll see you right after this.
Hi, this is Cyrus Rogan Brocha, Pyar Se Rogues. I've come up with a brand new idea. It's a premium product called Club Cyrus Says. It's an offer open just for you. Let me tell you about the product. We've got exclusive Cock and Bull episodes just for you. That's right, just for you. That means others don't get to see it. Also, you get exclusive footage, extra bits, the uncut version of the interviews with celebrities. And these are huge celebrities, not small-time celebrities. Only the big guys come on the show. So you'll get the exclusive bits that nobody else gets. The extra tidbits, special stuff, uncensored stuff you don't want to put out. That's just for you. And for our audio listeners, you get special ad-free content and early access to interviews and sessions and podcasts which nobody else will get. You'll get it first. You're the first people. You're Neil Armstrong. You're Edmund Hillary. You're whoever discovered India. You're that. And by becoming an exclusive member of Club Cyrus Says, you get the power. We transfer the power to you and you become the producers and you will decide what content or what happens on that show. You are the masters and we can't use words like that. People who work for the masters, basically. So guys, get in. Special audio features include, I forget. I can't remember what the hell.
And we're back on Has It Aged Well with two very excited Govinda fans in the studio. We have Urjita and Govinda superfan Supriya. So Supriya, how did you meet Govinda? How did it happen?
It was very Shah Rukh Khan in... see, I'm not even I'm so lost in Govinda land.
I understand.
That Kainat dialogue.
कायनात,
Yeah.
इतनी शिद्दत से मैंने तुम्हें पाने की कोशिश की है कि हर जर्रे ने मुझे
universe
तुमसे
conspires.
मिलाने
The
की साजिश दी है.
the universe conspired because I didn't have to leave my ilaka
Oh, really?
to meet Govinda.
Okay.
Govinda came to my ilaka. Okay,
Wow.
because my sister and I are huge fans.
Yeah,
Both
yeah.
of us love him. We were at Inorbit Mall in Malad. Why having a normal time, having coffee at Starbucks, and
Right.
suddenly we see a being walk into the coffee shop, and for a moment my sister and I both were looking at each other. ये गोविंदा कैसे हो सकता है यार? हो ही नहीं सकता. मलाड इन ऑर्बिट मॉल में गोविंदा कैसे आ गया यार? And even she said नहीं गोविंदा तो नहीं होगा. But then there were like a bunch of kids standing around him. They were asking for selfies. Oh my god, ये गोविंदा ही है. Dude, we both lost it. अब आज हमने इसको हाई नहीं बोला. We're the
Right.
biggest idiots
Yeah,
on planet.
yeah.
We don't usually go up to people anyway.
Hmm.
But this is Govinda. We have to go. Said
Yeah.
Govinda sir, हम आपके बहुत बड़े फैन हैं सर. आप लेजेंड हो सर. And he's like, thank you. हम आपके साथ एक फोटो ले ले please sir. And then he took a photo with him also.
Okay.
Beautiful. And that's it. And that's all I expect. I
Right.
don't want sermons from Govinda.
Right.
I just
Yeah.
want him to stand there, say hello and leave.
Yeah.
I'm the happiest because I associate him with all the beautiful movies I've seen, all the lovely comedy he has done. और क्या चाहिए मुझे?
Yeah.
I met my idol. I'm not disappointed. I'll
Okay.
never be disappointed.
But I love how like expectations तुमने बहुत नीचे रखी थी कि बस हेलो बोलो और कुछ मत बोलो सर.
हाँ.
पता चला कुछ घटिया बोल देंगे फिर मूड खराब हो जाएगा.
Exactly.
ना.
I want to always perceive him as Raj Abirai in
Yeah.
Akhiyon Se Goli Maare. And
Okay.
that's how
Raj Oberoi.
You know the
Abirai.
surname as well.
Surname
That's
is,
how
but
deep.
the thing is, it's not Oberoi, it's Abirai.
So this film stars not just Govinda, Ravina Tandon, Kader Khan, Shakti Kapoor, Johnny Lever, Asrani. There is Dinesh Hingu, Avatar Gill, Razak Khan.
Razak Khan.
It's like you just have the who's who of the 90s comedy scene and you just sort of shove them all in one film.
Exactly.
So interestingly, the film was completed in 1998, but it could not release till 2002.
Oh.
Yeah. So which means Harmesh Malhotra, whose other film Dulhe Raja we've discussed, he pretty much made this alongside Dulhe Raja because Dulhe
Yeah.
Raja also came out in 1998.
Yeah.
So guys, I don't mean to yuck your yum, but the running time of this film is 2 hours 28 minutes. And about 45 minutes of it I found is really funny.
Yes.
But there is a lot of fat around it which
Yeah.
has not aged very well. Like there is a lot of it which, I mean, this film made me appreciate Dulhe Raja a lot more.
Yeah.
Because Dulhe Raja is way more streamlined. It has its
Agreed.
objective set,
Fair
ke
enough.
Seth Aadmi, chai wala, and it's their fight with each
Yeah.
other.
Fair enough.
Here it felt to me like everybody was given a sort of like, what do you want to play? Go mad with it. Because the premise, Urjita, like you said, it's very much like, you know, we've seen Johnny Lever, Raju Srivastava do this, कि अगर गुंडों का स्कूल होता तो कैसा होता, अगर गुंडों का बैंक होता तो कैसा होता, you know, and the film seems to be like split in those kind
अगर
of.
किसी को गुंडा बनना रहता तो
हाँ,
कैसा
हाँ,
कैसे बनता है यार भाई
हाँ.
गुंडा.
Supriya, what did you think of Kader Khan? I think we've just like हम उमड़ के कादर खान के
Oh man,
फैंस
same.
इस शो पे है.
कादर खान आई फील लाइक व्हेनेवर ही अपीयर्स ऑन स्क्रीन आई एम लाइक इसका जब तक एक सेम ट्विन नहीं दिखता तब तक ये मूवी हिट नहीं होगी. इवन व्हेन द मूवी स्टार्टेड आई वाज लाइक यार समथिंग टेल्स मी कादर खान का ट्विन. आई वाज लाइक रेखा की करण अर्जुन आएंगे आई वाज जस्ट दैट.
Yeah.
तो बट या आई वाज लाइक
But
Yeah.
so Kader Khan, legendary dialogue writer,
course.
someone who wrote dialogues for Amitabh Bachchan during his Angry Young Man days.
Yeah.
In this, I just feel like his first line in this film is के पर्दा हटा इधर आ और देख सावन की घटा. Why?
I mean, only someone with that sense of humor can pull it off.
Exactly,
I think
yeah.
so. And also, you know, it's good that we brought up Kader Khan because I wanted to bring this up.
Yeah.
If you watch this movie closely, I feel like more than a Govinda movie, this is a Kader Khan movie. Okay, because Govinda only appears in the movie after 10 minutes.
आफ्टर 10 मिनट्स एंड आल्सो उसका एक्चुअल रोल 45 मिनट्स के बाद चालू होता है.
Exactly. His role is 40. तब तक सिर्फ कादर खान की आर्क चल रही है और एंडिंग भी कादर खान की आर्क से हो रही है.
Yeah.
So more than a Govinda movie, this is a Kader Khan movie, which
Right.
is why I like it more because as you guys are also part of the Kader Khan fan club.
Yeah.
I'm hugest, like if he's on screen with Govinda, I will look at Kader Khan only.
Yeah.
Man, that moment when Faiyaz Takkar comes into the shop and he's destroying the shop, उसमें गोविंदा कोई नहीं देख रहा है.
Right.
उसमें सिर्फ तुम कादर खान के एक्सप्रेशन है, वो क्या कर रहा है ये,
हाला
क्यों कर रहा है?
मेरी दुकान में आके मेरा पैसा लेके मेरी दुकान तोड़ रहा है.
वो हर एक उसकी मूवमेंट के साथ उसके लाइक अर्थक्वेक इधर हो रहा है, शेक्स तुमको यहाँ पे हो रहे हैं.
Where does one even go with this movie? So I want to talk about let's stick with Kader Khan for a second. So he's Bhangari Dada, who runs a shop in Chor Bazaar. I mean, I'm not even going to try and recap this movie. Do you want to give it a shot?
I mean, it's like there are so many elements.
Yeah.
So basically, जो भंगारी दादा होता है, name hasn't aged well, of course.
No, but
Yeah,
he has a Bhangar shop in Chor Bazaar.
हाँ, but like still the way they are using
Sure,
it, so like I
okay.
feel. Yeah, so मतलब it's like it is one of those things that I know it hasn't aged well, but I can't explain why.
Why? Yeah, you
So it's that.
understand why.
You're like ये
yeah.
कुछ तो गलत हो रहा है, समझ नहीं आ रहा है क्या. But I'm sure कुछ तो गलत हो रहा है. It's one of those things.
Yeah.
So then क्या भंगारी दादा होता है, उसकी शॉप रहती है, and he is one of those dads जिसका कैसा है कि मैं बड़ा गुंडा है तो मैं अपनी बेटी की शादी भी गुंडे से करेगा.
He's a gangsterpreneur.
Yeah,
In a
gangsterpreneur.
way.
Gangsterpreneur.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
That's a good
somebody
way.
who will never be able to pronounce that.
Gangster.
Yeah, gangster. But very cute though. Gangster sounds cute. Like अगर gangster आ रहा है मुझे पचाने तो मैं भी
मान जाऊंगी.
Yeah, like कल्याण की कवाली. Yeah, come here. तो उसको कैसा, उसके अपने बेटे की शादी गुंडे से करनी रहती है. And all of us we have a question mark on our face कि ये कैसा गुंडा है, ऐसे कैसे बेटे की शादी. And we think that of course this is one of those illogical things that you have to yes and with and forget about it later on. And then उसका लॉजिक आता है कि आजकल के जमाने में कोई भी बड़े आदमी की नहीं सुनता, सिर्फ गुंडे लोगों की सुनता है. And I was like, oh my god, this is a political argument, bro. Yo. This is like a आईना दिखा रहा है हमारे टाइम्स के बारे में. So I felt कि oh my god, that's a good reason. Like you didn't need to give us that reason.
Yeah.
But the fact that you did, it made me respect you as Kader Khan
Of
the Gunda
course,
more.
Of course.
So
Do you remember the first time you saw this film?
Oh, I was in schoolish, and but I do remember his dialogues were so popular. Everyone in
Yeah.
school was talking like that for a
Yeah.
really long time,
Yeah.
including me, of course. I think
Yeah.
I only must have started. But yeah, क्या खुरचेले करेले, like these are iconic lines.
Yeah.
मैं कौन सोच सकता है ऐसे?
Kursherik. And even even the underrated dialogues movie के beginning में. So usually like movie का हमने पहले भी discuss किया था यहाँ पे कि movie का जो beginning का 10 minutes का part होता है ना, वो ऐसे ही बना था, वो wait करे कि theater में लोग कब आएंगे.
Exactly.
So like the first part is usually the
Yeah.
least important part.
Right.
And for me I'm like उधर भी मैं gem ढूंढ के निकालूं, कुछ तो रहेगा उधर. So उधर भी दोस्ती वक्त बड़ा बेवफा होता है, अगर हमारे नहीं रहा तो उसका भी नहीं रहेगा. What a positive thought. What a positive thought. It's just like it's a slap on all the karma dialogues that we have been fed so far.
Exactly.
कि जो इतना बोलते हैं कि कर्मा दूसरे का भी बुरा होगा, ऐसा नहीं. ये भी सीधा सीधा बोल रहा है, अपना नहीं रहेगा, उसके साथ
कभी
कैसा
नहीं
रहेगा.
है,
It's like it's just a firm belief that किसी ने को तुम्हारे साथ बुरा किया,
Yeah.
उनके साथ भी बुरा होगा. You don't need to know what's happening.
Can we
What
address
हो रहा
the
है?
fact that it starts with Avatar Gill playing darts with Bhangari Dada's photo?
Yeah.
And he's like, अरे इसको ऐसे मारने से कुछ नहीं होगा.
Thompson and Jerry.
Oh yeah.
Thompson
How
and
can we not
Jerry.
talk about
They
that?
didn't go Tom and Jerry. They
Yeah,
went
too
Thompson.
mainstream.
Thompson and Jerry.
Thompson and Jerry. For no reason, but it makes
Yeah,
sense.
Thompson
sure.
and Jerry. Yeah.
I mean, this episode is just going to be us reciting our favorite lines from the movie. I just want to talk about that one scene where Bhangari Dada, Dinesh Hingu is apparently a Seema Taparia for gangsters.
Yeah.
Like, he will match you with the
Yeah.
most
And
notorious gangsters.
so that you're not confused about his character, his name is Shadi Lal. So what else? मतलब उसका पैदा होना ही उसका प्रोफेशन बन गया, तो his name is Shadi Lal.
So Shadi Lal shows Bhangari.
इनके मूवीज में कुक को कुकनी किचन सेट बुलाते हैं.
Yeah. The biodata is that Shadi Singh?
Shadi
Lal, sorry, shows Bhangari Dada. कलीना का कल्लू, डोंबिवली का दादा, चिंचपोकली का छोटू हरामी, मस्जिद बंदर का काला बंदर, मुमरा का रंगीला कुरमुरा. And then when Kader Khan does not like all of them, he's like, ये क्या पोकर बम्बू दिखायला है मेरे को थोड़ा कड़क चीज चाहिए. And then he shows him a few more, like क्या जंग खायले हुए कीले दिखा रहा है मेरे को. Where else will you find any of this?
मतलब somebody who has only grown up in AC rooms and AC buildings will not be able to write these dialogues.
100%.
नहीं हो सकता ये.
How I cannot think of a what मुम्बरा का काला बंदर.
मस्जिद बंदर का काला बंदर, मुम्बरा का रंगीला कुरमुरा.
मालाड के मवाली तुम बहुत बढ़िया बात किया है.
Oh yeah, what would be our gangster?
बैंड्रा का भाई लोग. कल्याण की कवाली.
But I remember Rajesh Srivastava also used to have this thing where gangsters have decided to do a satsang.
Yeah.
So he has to do this. Kon आला है? Babu Jalela, Shakil Kurla. Just suburb plus adjective.
Yeah.
It's
Suburb.
And
that.
it makes sense.
And also like this is such a politically correct way of addressing people. तुम उनको उनके सरनेम से नहीं जान रहे, उनके नाम से,
location.
Area
उनके
से,
लोकेशन
हाँ.
से. And area can never be casteist.
Yeah.
Area can never, it can be
True.
It can be
classist.
classist.
Classist, yeah.
Yeah.
But उतना ठीक है, थोड़ा लीवे दे देते हैं हम भाई लोग का. बस ना, और कितना एक्सपेक्ट करेंगे हम उनसे. ट्विटर पे 2 आर्टिकल कम आएगा उनके ऊपर, और क्या ही करेंगे.
So I looked into this. The writing is credited to 3 people. There's Rajiv Kaul, Praful Parekh, and the dialogues are written by someone called Anwar Khan.
Nice.
So Rajiv Kaul and Praful Parekh were a team, I think. And again, they've written like the creme de la creme of 90s films. Both of them worked on Dulhe Raja as well.
Nice.
Rajiv Kaul's credits include Ishq, Welcome, Ready, which are like not very
Nice.
old films, like up till very recently.
Yo.
And they both also worked on a film called Suno Sasurji, which
Oh.
is another film which takes a title from a lyric from a Dulhe
Yeah.
Raja song, just like this movie.
Mm.
But that movie doesn't star Govinda. It has Aftab Shiv Disani and Amisha Patel. And Anwar Khan has a couple of collaborations with Rakesh Roshan. He wrote the dialogues for Karan Arjun, Ram Lakhan and Koila. So yeah, these
क्या रेंज है
क्या
भाई.
रेंज है यार.
क्या
कोयला एंड
range
अखियों
है.
से गोली मारे.
Yeah.
क्या बात है.
actually let's come to Bobda Bhai.
Yeah, बोबड़ा भाई. Of
What
course.
is-
बोबड़ा दादा.
Bobda
Bobda
Dada.
Dada.
What a character, one of the most memorable character. Where do you think it's a Govinda creation? Because I couldn't find this anywhere.
It has to
Was
be.
it a character written? There's very little information about this
Yeah.
film on the internet.
Yeah.
But the passion with which Govinda is saying those lines, I can't think
I
it's
feel
not
like
his creation.
I feel like his character work is incredible
Yeah,
anyway.
yeah.
So he just gets into the thought. Now his character is a rich guy. How will a rich guy who's lived in richness वो एक गुंडा कैसे पोर्ट्रे करेगा? तो उसके a rich guy will think कि मवाली लोग तो ऐसे ही बात करते हैं. तो वो उसी में, तो that's his interpretation. I really feel like this has to be a Govinda creation. This cannot be explained. I cannot come up to you and say मैंने ऐसा character लिखा है जो करके बात करता है. तो you leave it to him and he'll manage, and he does such a great job at it.
And the thing is उसका, this is a very nice point that you brought up. उसका कैसा रहेगा कि गुंडे लोग को मैंने सिर्फ छीछी गालियाँ देते हुए सुना है. मैं गाली तो नहीं दे सकता, तो क्या करूँ? What if मैं जो बात करूँ? Because हम भी अगर गुंडे लोग का या किसी थोड़ा पावरफुल इंसान का हमको मिमिक्री करना रहेगा, we also start with पता है उसने मुझे ओए भाई ने ऐसा बोला, ओए तू इधर आने का. We also like we say that. So I feel because and Johnny Lever ने भी उसको बोला था ना कि तू अपना कुछ तो ला, मेरा स्टाइल कॉपी नहीं करने का, अपना कुछ तो ला. I feel like all the content creators and influencers, we should have this
Please
on our
learn.
profile. मेरा अपना स्टाइल निकालने का, मेरा कॉपी नहीं करने का.
हम लोग कभी ओड़ो करके नहीं करना चाहिए.
This should be like our code also. If we see somebody else copying somebody else's style, you say लग रही है.
And the tongue rolling is used in different like tones. So when he wants to threaten, there is a different. Then when he wants to, he has this thing where like अभी मैं आवाज लगाऊंगा ना, सब लोग बाहर आ जाएंगे, and it just it's bizarre.
He would do so well in Paris. He can roll his tongue so nicely.
Okay.
एक croissant.
And you're like, my God, for the first time, somebody pronounced it right.
Buttered croissant. I can't not talk about the Bhai and Bhai Cooperative Bank. I just want to recap the beauty, the system that they've come up with. If you want 50,000, you take one palm and just put it on a stamp, this thing, and that's your 50,000. If you want 1 lakh, you take 2 hands and you put it on a paper and then you give it. If you want more than 1 lakh, तो दोनों हाथ, दोनों पाँव, सबका प्रिंट देने का.
और उससे भी ज्यादा चाहिए तो बंदूक.
No.
It was बंदूक.
Rampuri.
Sorry.
अंदर घुस रामपुरी ले, टेबल पे घुसा, and you get that.
Get whatever you want.
Yeah.
This has to be written by somebody with a comic. I mean,
Yeah,
यार
yeah.
ये हम कर सकते easily stage पे
Yeah.
यार. ये joke है.
And the cherry on top.
Sha-
ये बैंक सिर्फ संडे को खुला रहता है, बाकी दिन बंद रहता है.
शाश्वत महेश्वरी had a similar joke on this. उसने बोला था कि बिहार में बार्गेनिंग पावर बहुत सही रहती है. अरे बंदूक निकालो अपने आप. उस दिन 5 रुपए की गाड़ी खरीदी मैंने. This is शाश्वत महेश्वरी's joke. Check out his video on YouTube.
Wow, plugging other people's videos also now.
The
Nice.
similar ये इसलिए.
Zone.
Yeah.
We support comedy.
Yeah, please. As you can see with our great taste in Akhiyon Se Goli Maare. No, but like Supriya, you said we not ironically liking
No,
this.
it's
I have
happened.
never,
Yeah.
when you said कि I have never liked him ironically, I was like, who likes him ironically?
Oh, there
'Cause
are.
he's,
Yeah. I mean, so a lot of, not to shit on Gen Z, which my producer belongs to, but there is this thing where a lot of people club this along with the Gundas and the those kind of movies that, they're so bad that it's good. And we're like, no, Govinda is genuinely
Yeah.
funny.
Like,
It's not, we're not
Govinda,
laughing.
If you remember Govinda, being in the Govinda era of the 90s also, one of his biggest criticism he used to get even back then was कि when you go to see a Govinda movie तुम अपना brain घर पे रख के जाके देखो. I feel like we need that again because when they were making a film like Akhiyon Se Goli Maare, there is incredible irreverence.
Yeah.
They are having fun and you can see that they are having fun.
Yeah.
Okay, now today's comedies also that are being made, they're very serious about it, which is fine, but like where is the irreverence? I want to leave my brain, I just want to laugh and then have a great day.
But also like I feel ये जो phrase है ना कि दिमाग घर पे रख के आओ, ये काफी misuse किया गया है.
Yeah.
I feel there are two, like people make something like a judo and expect us to keep our brain at home. नहीं.
Yeah.
Which Judwa are you talking about?
जुड़वा the Varun Dhawan
Okay,
one,
okay.
not the original जुड़वा,
Okay.
Varun Dhawan one. So वो movies तुम कुछ भी बकवास बना के हमसे expect नहीं कर सकते. It's like
Yeah.
if you're being irreverent, उसमें भी genius है.
Exactly.
So
Right.
people forget to know. People are like ये तो कोई भी कर सकता है. And again, like
नहीं.
this brings me back to the same argument that Akshay Kumar also had in. He has mentioned this in so many interviews. कि people consider Shah Rukh Khan as the greatest actor because he has done serious roles. He is a romantic hero. मैंने comedy में इतने झंडे लगाए हैं. I have done more movies than him, but still people don't think of me as an actor
Right.
just because comedy करता है.
Right.
Comedy करना आसान है क्या?
बिल्कुल नहीं.
तुम करके देखो कॉमेडी. रोना तो
अरे वो
कोई भी
करती
कर
है.
लेगा. तुम नहीं यार, तुमको नहीं.
No, but we had this conversation on the क्योंकि मैं झूठ नहीं बोलता episode also. I'd love to
Yeah.
know your opinion. The conclusion I came to is that we just don't have strong enough actors like a Kader Khan or a Johnny Lever or a Govinda today.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I cited this in that episode also. The only person I can think of now who comes on screen and I laugh is Pankaj Tripathi. Like when he comes, I'm like, हाँ ये कुछ.
कर सकता है.
Just the way he talks, it's gonna be a little funny or whatever.
Right. Yeah.
Now we've gone to, like, you gave the example of Rajkumar Rao. I'm like, Rajkumar Rao is still in the hero mode.
Yeah,
right?
he is.
can do funny things.
Yeah.
But he's essentially a hero.
It's not funny, Govinda funny.
Exactly.
It is a different, it's a thought लगा के funny.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that Govinda funny is thoughtless funny, but it's a different kind of freeness to him, you know.
Asking, like maybe if a Govinda will ask 2 questions, he'll ask 20 questions. And that's where the fun, thoda
Yeah.
cha. Rajkumar Rao, but also like to his credit, I would like to say, he has tried to pull off something like that, the irreverent comedy in Ludo.
Okay.
उसमें राजकुमार राव का बहुत सही रोल है, like very funny, like he's just saying stupid things and also
Yeah.
like that is not sounding rubbish. I was
Yeah.
on board with his character.
Yeah.
So if you want, you can check it
Do
out.
you think today's generation of actors and even to some extent film watchers has become too elite that we can't buy the fact we can buy Govinda as Bobda Bhai sipping tea at a tapri. I cannot buy Varun Dhawan doing that if he's
No,
playing a Mawali. I'm
I
like, no,
agree.
dude, this is not you. We know for a fact you don't do this. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
But that's the thing, Rajkumar Rao I will buy. I will
Sure.
buy an Ayushman Khurrana also if he tries hard. Thoda.
Yeah, but then he gave a message with it. He's like, support the tea cell.
Suppose
Otherwise, don't drink the chai.
Chai
so
with
yeah.
Bhai.
Chai with
Ooh,
my
that's a different conversation. Okay, we'll take a quick break at this point. When we come back, I want to talk about Faiyaz Takkar. Legendary Faiyaz Takkar, legendary Razak Khan. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, all of this and more about Akhiyon Se Goli Maare.
Hey, it's been another great week on the IVM Podcasts Network. On Cock and Bull, Cyrus, Puneet and Noel discuss about naked NYC comedy shows and the massive US accounting error in sending aid to Ukraine. On Explain Like I'm 10, Meghnad is joined by comedians Gaurav Pawar and Noel Cordero. They explore what is universal basic income and its potential to transform society. And on page 10, Nikhil, Meghnad and Karan talk about the recently released movie Adipurush, the ongoing violence in Manipur and the Reddit blackout. So folks, if you like our show, spread the word, tell your friends and don't forget to rate and review them wherever you're listening to them. Follow us on social media. We are IVM Podcasts on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram and LinkedIn. You'll also find all of our shows on youtube.com/IVM Podcasts.
And we're back on Has It Aged Well with Supriya and Urjita. So apart from Govinda, this film also has some fantastic side characters. One of which, and he's in the film for like hardly 5 to 6 minutes, but he puts an impression that you cannot forget, which is Razak Khan as Faiyaz Takkar. He comes out of nowhere. He's again one of those characters where the guy says कि मैं किसी को जानता हूँ who will take care of you. And just what do you guys think about Faiyaz Takkar and Razak Khan in general? The idea that there is a guy who will break walls with his head and his name is literally called Takkar.
yeah.
Takkar Pahalwan. Oh man, he's so, and then he also has a problem which makes sense. He forgets names. क्योंकि उसने इतने टक्कर मारे हैं कि एक बार किसी ने अपना नाम बताया, अरे मुर्शूद भाई, गफलत भाई, अरे मेरा नाम तो सही बोल यार, क्या बोल रहा है?
Like imagine ये मूवी का जो राइटर है हम तीनों से मिलेगा. सुप्रिया जोशी जोश में रहते हैं भाई, हर बार जोश में रहते हैं. सुप्रिया आप मतलब अच्छी वाली प्रिया को
सुप्रिया क्या मंचाओ लेके आओ क्या?
अरे अब्बास मोमिन लेके आओ थोड़ा चाउमीन. उर्जुला वाणी है, दिख रही है कहानी.
I think we just wrote Akhiyon Se Goli Maare too.
किसी का भी नाम का तुम see if you get in that character now see Urjita wouldn't have come up with this but now just because I thought अगर ये होता तो like I is the Aditya Geetan जब भी met philosophy मैं सोचता हूँ गीता क्या होती तो क्या करती. But
yeah so Faiyaz I'm trying to remember I even made a Valentine's Day card with Faiyaz Takkar. I shit. See, I made a whole list of cards with C and B and such movie characters. One of them was अपना ये
दूल्हे राजा.
No. अरे यार.
क्योंकि मैं झूठ नहीं बोलता.
It's not even a गुंडा केला क्या नाम है खाएगा केला. Ibu Hatela. हाँ. I don't want to be Akela. Will you be my Ibu Hatela? So that was one card. And one I wrote about Faiyaz Takkar also. Are you a wall? Because I want to. Is your heart a wall? Because I want to break it with my head or something like that. But yeah, do you think it worked?
Yeah.
I was expecting something like let's bump together or something like that. That would have been.
फैयाज टक्कर हिंदी में बात करता है. तुम्हारा बम्प अपने पास रखे बम्पेला.
Can I give my take on this? So like there's obviously no overarching theme in this movie. But I think I found one.
Okay.
It's about the insecurities of gangsters because even Faiyaz Takkar, Bobda Bhai dares him कि अगर तेरे में दम है तो ये करके दिखाना. And then he has to prove it to him कि हाँ मैं करके दिखा सकता हूँ, right?
Like CV लेके घूमता हूँ मैं हर जगह.
And then Bhangari said also, by the end you realize, dude, this is essentially he's trying to deal with daddy issues. He ran away from his house.
Yeah.
And there's a throwaway line also कि when his wife's father is coming, they've gone to Singapore to meet her parents. He's like कि अरे कभी मेरी तरह उसको भी पसंद नहीं आया तो तेरे को तो भगा के मैं ले आया. So there he wants approval from parental figures.
Both the fathers.
Even though he's like this great bhai. And that was my TED talk. Thanks for coming to it, guys. Screenwriting.
And also उसका जो था लॉजिक मुझे बहुत पसंद है कि आजकल के ज़माने में गुंडा लोग का इज्जत रहता है. And of course, like, who would know this better than a gunda? He is also aspiring to be a bigger gunda, which is why he's like मैं नहीं बन सका मेरी बेटी के
And then the writers went on to give him the most incredible name. His real name is Akhlendra.
Yeah.
It's not Bhangari Dada. Bhangari Dada is adopted name.
Right, of course.
His real name is Akhlendra. My God, imagine naming a child Akhlendra. वो बड़े होके भंगारी दादा ही बनेगा यार. और क्या ही बन सकता
और
है?
क्या भारी नेम यार अखिलेंद्र. Would you go out on a date with a guy named
100%.
Akhilendra?
If it's Kader Khan, yes.
Would you go out on a date with a guy who's named Akhilendra?
Of course, why not?
Of course,
why
I
not?
would 100.
Yeah.
Just the intrigue यार. अगर तेरा नाम Akhlendra, I want to meet you. तेरी जिंदगी
That's
कैसी
true.
है?
Yeah.
What
Especially
do
if
you
it is the उसका suffix दादा है.
do? अरे भाई. Akhlendra.
Dada.
Shakti Kapoor plays Shakti Kapoor in this movie.
Yeah,
He's
Shakti
even
Dada.
named Shakti Dada.
Yeah.
He's just being a creep throughout the film.
Shakti Kapoor looks pretty also in some parts.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah,
वो
like
shirtless
some
आता है ना जब?
Yeah. उसका
Shirtless
शक्ल
sorry,
भी
sleeveless.
like for the first time I saw a little bit of Shraddha Kapoor in him. Even though I know Shraddha Kapoor gets her looks from her Mausi, but
Yeah.
who's also an actress.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Who's
I-
the Mausi?
Oh.
I forgot. I keep forgetting her name.
Okay.
That's why. But ये name नीचे आ जाएगा. मैं बताऊंगी बाद में.
I have a theory
Yes.
that Shakti Dada
Hmm.
in this movie
Hmm.
is actually Crime Master Go-Go. Now hear me out.
Ooh, Yes.
Hear me out. Because in a
Oh.
scene where right before Shakti Dada goes to Singapore,
Hmm.
okay, to meet,
Which is not next to Solapur.
which is not next to Solapur, not next
Nagpur.
to Kolhapur, Nagpur.
Singapore.
He doesn't know where it is, but
Yeah.
it is there.
Yeah.
Right before he goes there, he goes to meet Bhangari Dada and they have a dialogue in which Shakti Dada says, मुझसे कोई पंगा लेगा तो आंखें निकाल के गोटी खेलूंगा. Who says that?
Oh,
I think
Mic drop.
It is Crime Master Go-Go, who has adopted a new identity.
Hmm.
And now he's still a gangster. He's still doing bad things. And Ravina is also in this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Thanks for reminding us of that. I wanted to come to this. She literally has nothing to do apart from sing songs. By the way, I just have to say the song placements in this movie are very bizarre.
Very weird.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they tried to copy Dulhe Raja to the point where they add a kawali between
Yeah.
Govinda and Kader Khan also.
They also tried to lift the subplot of hero number 1.
Yeah, by the way, I was thinking
Yeah.
Govinda pretending to be someone to win the favor of the girl's father, which is Kader Khan, is a plot of like 3-4
Yeah.
Govinda films,
yeah.
not just this one.
I literally recently I did a whole Govinda marathon
Right.
where I watched all his not all most of his
Yeah,
movies
yeah,
back to back, and I also came to the conclusion that every Govinda movie is the same Govinda movie, and there is enjoyment in
Each of them.
Yeah.
It's the same movie. You're
Yeah.
watching the same movie.
But still, it is fresh every time.
every time.
How does he do it?
Dulhe
How
Raja and
how do the
Akhiyon
writers
Se
do
Goli
it?
Maare are two movies I've seen an endless amount of.
Poster भी same है यार.
सब same है. सब
सब
same है.
same है.
And it's incredible.
But this one doesn't rank as high for me as some of the others. I think hero number 1, Dulhe Raja, even Hasina Maan Jayegi, Bade Miyan Chote Miyan.
Yeah.
I just think they're better films.
But this one made
Govinda
me
is
laugh out
still
loud.
sure. Govinda is
it's-
still excellent in all of them.
Yeah.
But they're just better films, I feel.
Yeah.
I know.
Yes, but I don't know. I don't watch Govinda movies very critically. There is
Right.
no need to.
Yeah.
Right.
And I
Even
was also-
now, like even now.
Even now, I
Okay.
can't. I am very deep in the Govinda lore, so I
Yeah.
can't.
See, I feel as human beings,
Hmm.
more importantly as Indians and as fans of comedy, हम अभी भले ही कितना भी critically उसकी movies को देखे, but मरने के बाद तुम खुदा को क्या जवाब
क्या
दोगे?
जवाब दूं? मैं क्या खुदा खुद नहीं मैं नहीं बोल सकती. But
खुदा बंदे से खुद पूछे गोविंदा की पिक्चर क्यों नहीं देखी.
तुमने सब कर्म अच्छे के पर एक पाप किया. क्या गोविंदा की मूवीज को क्रिटिसाइज किया साले राजू
Exactly.
मसंद की औलाद.
मैं किस मुंह से करूं यार.
Yeah.
मतलब मैं क्यों अभी आके कूल बनूं कि गोविंदा मूवी से मैं बचपन में पूरा गोविंदा I have grown
Yeah.
up watching his movies.
So I have an elitist question.
Wow.
Let's hear it.
Of course you have an
Of course you
elitist
do. I'm
question.
shocked. It didn't come
Comedians
so
like
far.
us who do comedy in English or Hinglish, right?
Yeah.
मेरा तो अभी फुल हिंदी हो गया है.
Sure, but you know what I mean. Like
Yeah,
in an
yeah,
urban
in an
setup,
urban setup,
for an
yeah.
audience which is English speaking.
Yeah.
How does the comedy of someone like Govinda influence you personally? Like as someone who does quote unquote polished comedy or whatever you want to call it.
I'm not. Who said I'm polished, yaar? Look at me. No, but no. What my biggest learning from Govinda as a comedian
Yeah.
is how do you get the audience on your side?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
Yes.
it.
Okay.
Yes.
That's it. He reads the room.
Hmm.
He knows abhi wo so he knows his audience. He reads the room. What does his audience want to see him as? He becomes that person. He gets the audience laughs. He did his job, and that's
Yeah.
what I learned from
Yeah.
him. When I'm on stage, how do I get these people?
Horrible.
It can even come to that.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
can
yeah,
literally
yeah.
even no one's laughing. I start doing that. People, some may laugh.
Yeah.
So that's one of my biggest learning, and of course, just to be free.
Okay.
Just to not feel ashamed. I don't think
Yeah.
Govinda's ever felt ashamed or
Yeah.
embarrassed.
Be
of
very
anything.
honest.
Yeah.
Just do
Yeah.
whatever. And ये मेरा भी that's a very good question.
Yeah.
मेरा
Thank
भी
you.
यही मेरा भी यही था कि इंग्लिश इनिशियली ना
Yeah.
मैं भी फुल इंग्लिश में कॉमेडी
हाँ,
करती थी
हाँ.
एंड देन
Hmm.
वंस बिस्वा टोल्ड मी कि ऐसा लग रहा है एजुकेशन कंपटीशन इट्स लाइक
Today my topic is
Yeah, I used
relationships.
to talk like that. It's annoying and embarrassing when I look at my clips from the past.
Yeah.
But then later on, when I started talking like I usually talk,
Yeah.
and of course, like what I do on stage, it's a slightly exaggerated version
course,
of me.
yeah,
I don't actually do all those gestures and all.
Yeah.
But of course, that it helps. And what I've understood is that we first of all be very honest, be
Yeah.
very honest, and also like. तुमको ऐसा दिखाना नहीं है कि भाई मैं बहुत इंटेलिजेंट हूँ मेरी बात सुनो
Yeah.
It's like just say कि मैं तुम्हारे जैसी हूँ and then you like if you want to like make an I'm not saying
Exactly.
intelligent मैं खुद को वो नहीं बोलूँगी but
Hmm.
like if you have to make a point
Right.
just don't sound like one of those comics जो ऐसे कि सुना
हाँ,
मेरा
मैंने
IQ
क्या
बहुत
बोला?
है
Right.
या
तुमको
तुमको अगर
शायद
मेरा
तुम्हें
पॉइंट
समझ नहीं
समझना है तो
आएगा।
2 यूपीएससी की एग्जाम देनी पड़ेगी मेरा
Right.
वो वाला एटीट्यूड लेके कभी भी मत जाओ
Read a
स्टेज पे
newspaper, guys.
yeah
Come on,
yeah
guys.
I would never do that मैं
Twitter
कितना भी
download कर लो.
yeah
And about Govinda, he never made a point. He
Yeah.
never made
Yeah.
a point.
Yeah.
It just ended. It starts. He makes you laugh, and that's it. उसको कोई message नहीं देना है.
No, but class argument वगैरह काफी backdrop रहा है उसका.
Sure, of
in many
course,
movies, so
But you have to really read into it. I
That's
think.
true.
If
Yeah,
you're,
yeah.
if when I saw Dulhe Raja for the
Yeah,
first
yeah.
time, I never went with the कि अरे he's made that argument. अभी आज मैंने
That's
थोड़ी
true.
books
Yeah,
पढ़ी हैं
yeah.
तो मैं समझ
Absolutely.
सकती हूँ.
Yeah,
No,
that's
so
true.
we both. I don't know about you, but I definitely had that same outlook till we recorded the Dulhe Raja episode. We had Asim Chandavar for that
Of
Yeah,
episode,
yeah, yeah.
and
Yeah.
he literally broke it down. He's like,
Yeah.
Kader Khan is the capitalist. He's
Yeah.
a small business guy, and
Yeah.
it's essentially a fight about
Yeah,
that.
Yeah.
exactly.
So I think both of you, the point you made is, I think that's why Govinda was, I think, the last great massy superstar that we had.
Yeah.
Is he connected with the audiences so well
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
years later you're also using that to connect with an audience.
And
on
also like the
stage.
context matters, right? Like अगर तुम अभी तुम किसी I'm not like looking down upon sobo people. मैं I'm
Please,
just
yeah.
She
example
hates you guys.
because they
Urjita
because
hates sobo.
मैं two distinctions कर रही हूँ कि अगर तुमने suppose अगर same comedy तुमने अगर किसी
Right.
sobo setup में करने का try
Right.
किया
Hmm.
it won't work out उधर का अलग comedy है
Hmm.
you
I have a
can't
take on that.
हाँ
I feel like much of that is still posturing. So at the time of I saw this film on YouTube, it has 24 million views. I think घर जाके हम सब यही देखते हैं. I
100%.
think it's still a lot of that is still posturing.
yeah
Correct.
Where maybe we pretend to prefer a certain kind of comedy outside, but
Yeah.
deep inside this is us.
Exactly, and they shouldn't. I mean, yeah, I'm an unabashed Govinda fan, so there's no pretense when it comes to कि नहीं हम आजो नहीं देख सकती है सारी चीजें. Please, it's so yeah, whatever. Please. By the way, Govinda is my biggest. What's the wingman, dude? Govinda
really?
is my wingman. He doesn't know it. But my God, have I scored? Thanks to Govinda. My God.
because you
My-
used his line
No,
Can
no,
you
no, no.
elaborate on that a little? I want to know.
Okay.
As much as
My
you want.
of course,
Yeah,
my
yeah.
my one of my lines is,
Hmm.
"Have you seen Akhiyon Se Goli Maare?"
Really?
And men say, "No."
Huh.
Let's watch Akhiyon Se Goli Maare.
That's your move? This
That's
movie
my
is your
move. Yeah, anyone watching this, if I ever asked you,
Let's
watch Akhiyon Se Goli Maare, that's my move.
सुप्रिया को गोली कहीं और मारनी थी और तुम
And
देखते रह गए
Buddies,
सिर्फ।
it works, man. Govinda, thank you. Akhiyon Se Goli
Ah.
Maare, thank you. Because if I said,
Hmm.
"Have you seen Hero Number 1?" They'll say yes. But Akhiyon Se Goli Maare.
So if you're watching this with them and they're not reacting, like they are squirming
Listen,
at Bobda Bhai.
My foot is already in the door. It's just a matter of walking inside. और वो तो हम ले लेंगे स्टेप, वो स्टेप
Yeah.
लेने में मुश्किल नहीं है ज्यादा.
Okay.
So
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's also a good test, no?
of course it's a litmus test. Yeah.
Litmus
But अभी
test,
देख
yeah.
यार, frankly, if I'm there, तो मूवी तो कोई देख रहा नहीं है.
That's also true. That's also true. Yeah.
मैं तो देखती हूँ, मैं एटलीस्ट उसके शुरू के 15 मिनट हो ही जाते हैं, फिर तो बंद हो जाता है टीवी.
उसके बाद हम लूडो खेलते हैं. That's what
Guys, come
Supriya
on.
meant, guys.
We play
Yeah. Snakes
Ludo,
and ladders.
Snakes and ladders.
Yeah.
None of us are being funny right now.
Sorry, snakes
Yeah.
and
And Ludo.
कोटी अंदर जाती है, मूवी बाहर आती है.
Okay, I don't know what that means, but Urjita, anything else you wanna add? And
There
then I
are
have
so
a
many things.
yeah. Go ahead.
नहीं ऐसे मतलब ऐसे अभी immediately सोचा नहीं है. But
I mean, this movie.
Johnny
that-
Lee was character. We didn't
Oh
talk
yeah,
about
the
Johnny Lee.
Subramaniyam, dude, that thing where he teaches him how to rob a bank, and he takes a monkey cap. Chehra nahi dikhta mangta.
and his face is right there.
Chehra
Yeah.
से focus literally.
And then when Govinda wears it, he kona gaya. And then he goes to rob Bangari. My Bangari का आदमी. एक बात बता, तूने बंगारी को कभी देखा है? He looks at him like मुंह पे चड्डी पहन के बैंक लूटने के लिए.
Oh my god.
Wow, it's just again I feel like they just like Johnny भाई आपको क्या play करने का है? He's like मैं मद्रासी play करेगा. हाँ,
Yeah,
go mad
yeah.
with it.
ये
That's all.
कौन आ गया?
Yeah.
His introduction scene in the movie, he's in a small restaurant eating. तो अभी उसमें भी if you go back and notice that scene, there is a girl sitting behind him.
Yeah.
She is in focus. वो लड़की focus में है. उसने अभी डायरेक्टर ने क्या बोला होगा सीन में क्या चल रहा है कि ये है इधर गोविंदा और रवीना आएंगे, बात करेंगे, खत्म सीन, तुम लोग एक दूसरे से बात कर रहे हो. That's the brief that would be given to these people. But that lady, the whole scene, she has पूरा turn towards camera
Yeah.
and she's like
And वो हंस भी नहीं रही है.
हंस भी नहीं रही है,
हंस भी
सीधा
नहीं रही
कैमरा
है.
तो तुम्हारा अटेंशन और देयर इज नो रीटेक, वो पूरा एक टेक में खत्म हुआ है वो
Yeah,
सीन.
yeah.
और किसी ने रीटेक कुछ नहीं, वो औरत ऐसे ही बैठी है पूरे टाइम. एंड इट वर्क्स मैन. मेरी नजर तो उसी पे थी, बट मैं सुन रही थी इसको, मैं जॉनी
Yeah.
लीवर को सुन रही हूँ, लेकिन देख मैं उस औरत को
Even
रही
I
हूँ.
noticed her, and even in that scene, तो जॉनी लीवर बोलता है कि अरे so वो दोनों रवीना और गोविंदा
To
थोड़ा लेट
prove
आते
his
हैं ना.
credential, he's like, मैं डोसा खाया, इडली
डोसा
खाया,
खाया.
वड़ा खाया, चटनी खाया, गोली नहीं खाया.
वो बोलते कि अरे सॉरी हम दोनों लेट है. अरे अच्छा हो गया तुम लेट आया, अगर टाइम पे आते तो हम तुमको नहीं मिलते.
Basically, what I was coming to is that Govinda is so funny in this movie, so is Kader Khan, that, I mean, objectively looking, we are overlooking a lot of bad things about the movie, right? It's not the most progressive film. There are a lot
Of
of
course.
sexist jokes in there.
Yeah.
Of course.
Dowry jokes.
Dowry jokes and a lot of other problematic things. But yeah, that's what I've realized. When you talk about a Govinda film, he just supersedes everything else
Yeah.
for us. So Akhiyon Se Goli Maare, for me, not the top tier Govinda, but definitely up there. In conclusion, what would you like to say, Supriya?
Yeah, I was thinking, this movie particularly, when you can't question has it aged well, because there was
Right.
never a purpose of it to age at all this way. You know,
Yeah.
like
Hmm.
that movie has existed in a bubble,
Correct.
and that bubble फोड़ा नहीं अभी तक किसी
Yeah,
ने
yeah,
उसको.
Yeah.
So that's how it is, but it is incredibly enjoyable for me. For me, my top two Govinda movies are Dulhe Raja and Akhiyon Se Goli
Really?
Maare. Yeah.
Okay.
So, but Dulhe Raja to already
Sure,
laid, but
yeah,
I would
yeah.
have liked to talk about Dulhe Raja, but Azim.
but quickly, do you have any takeaway from Dulhe Raja you would want
Oh
to
no,
mention?
it's just my God.
Yeah,
It's one
yeah.
of the best.
One
It
of the
is the
best.
best
Yeah.
Govinda. So for me, Dulhe Raja number 1, Akhiyon Se Goli Maare number 2, and frankly, I'm not a big fan of the number 1 movies.
Okay.
I think they're too mainstream for me. Okay, I like the indie
You don't like
stuff.
hero number 1?
Yes, but they're not
Top tier.
top tier for me.
Yeah.
Like top tier is Dulhe Raja, Akhiyon Se Goli Maare, and then
Yeah.
everything
What
else that follows.
if I had to ask you to pick the top 5, what would be the
top
next
5.
three?
Okay, Dulhe Raja, Akhiyon Se Goli Maare, हद कर दिया आपने.
Okay.
Uh,
हद कर दिया आपने is the मिली तो कभी किया ही नहीं, किया तो
Yeah.
कभी हुआ ही
वही
नहीं.
Every day is Valentine Day. Anyway, that's हद कर
every
दिया
hour
आपने.
is Valentine.
Yeah, and that's true, I feel.
Number
That's
4
true.
would be?
Number 4 is हसीना मान जाएगी.
Okay.
And number 5 is क्योंकि मैं झूठ नहीं बोलता.
Okay.
These are my
So,
top 5.
क्योंकि मैं झूठ नहीं बोलता, the conclusion we came to is, so क्योंकि मैं झूठ नहीं बोलता, obviously rip off of Liar
Of
Liar.
course, yeah.
But I'm like, dude, even if you take like if you just take a Hollywood film and उसको लेके ऐसे यहाँ बिठा दोगे, you add Govinda का तड़का to it, it just becomes its own
becomes
thing.
its own
Yeah.
thing. You don't realize. Also, Liar Liar में जिम कैरी ने बहुत ओवर एक्टिंग करी है यार. बहुत ही तगड़ी ओवर एक्टिंग करी है उसने. तो
थोड़ा अगर वो अखियों से गोली मारे देखता है, he would understood the
थोड़ा.
I mean,
difference. Yeah.
Govinda also not the most subtle actor, right?
बट उसकी ओवर एक्टिंग नहीं लगती है. उसकी बस
Right.
परफेक्ट वो कैरेक्टर में
Liar,
घुस गया है.
liar.
I mean, yeah, even in the court scenes, the way he अपने
Yeah.
हाथ को आग
जला
लगाने
देता
के
है यार.
बाद
वो क्या भाई
Yeah.
क्या.
yeah, what do you think of films like Ek Aur Ek 11 and Bade Miyan Chote Miyan, where he's paired with someone partner?
Yeah. Frankly, the only pairing I have enjoyed is हसीना मान जाएगी.
Okay.
Because वो दोनों equal footing पे थे. In the other one, especially partner, Govinda was the lesser
of the two,
and
yeah.
Sallu bhai is
Yeah,
the bhai.
yeah,
Actually, उसका और भी कम रोल था, and then सलमान ने बोला, this is very bad, you have to increase his.
Oh,
role."
really?
Very good.
Yeah.
Sallu
See,
bhai
Bhai
was-
is generous. Why do
And
you
but
people?
it's weird because David Dhawan की movie है. Why would David Dhawan do this to Govinda?
I mean, so
it's-
there's this whole school of thought, right, that David Dhawan himself changed because someone gave a example of partner only. कि आप राजा बाबू में देखो, the background dancers are dressed in clothes which are like frocks and dhotis. You come to partner, you suddenly have white women dancing in the background. So David Dhawan made that switch where he was like, I have
Okay.
to be a in modern filmmaker or whatever.
Hmm.
Govinda Karishma or Govinda Ravina?
Govinda Ravina.
Yeah.
दूल्हे राजा आँखियों से गोली मारे. Come on.
Because Ravina, even though she matlab she doesn't have that many comedy dialogues, but she is also not playing the helpless woman in any of the
Yeah.
movies.
Dude, my favorite
She's-
moment was when Subramaniyam realizes he cannot train him to be a gunda, and Ravina says with all seriousness, एक चीज मांगी थी मैंने कि तुम गुंडा बनने की वो एक्टिंग करो, तुम वो भी नहीं कर पाए.
Yeah, like Ravina, even though वो funny नहीं बन रही, but she's still like playing along.
Good
But
support.
with
Sure,
that
yeah.
Karishma in hero number 1, she
Yeah.
suddenly brings her Shakti wala acting in it. कि अच्छा तुम के sorry, that's Raja Hindustani, sorry,
Yeah.
not this, but like
Yeah.
What is Shakti wala acting?
Shakti as in the sad कि मैं बिचारी नारी.
Bichari girl.
Okay.
She's a
Yeah.
bichari girl. But
Okay.
Ravina, I don't remember her being a bichari in any Govinda.
Yeah,
Right,
actually,
yeah.
she doesn't have the bichari
Yeah.
aura. That's the
Yeah,
thing.
and when they are dancing also together, man, she has equal
Yeah.
equal
And I
energy.
think she's taller than him also,
Yeah.
not slightly.
Yeah.
So.
Also, speaking of music, Akhiyon Se Goli Maare ki music itna अच्छा नहीं
हाँ,
है. I
that's
would
true.
have to say.
Yeah, same.
Very skippable songs. Unfortunately, all of them.
Yeah.
I don't even enjoy the ठुमका लगा के जरा नाचो रे नाचो, which is Kader Khan's song.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
Dulhe Raja has the better songs for sure.
Yeah.
The lyrics were written by Samir, and there is a meta joke in the movie where he says
Yes.
Samir से गाना
Yeah.
लिखवा कर
Okay,
लाया
आया
था
हूँ
मैं.
तेरे लिए, yeah.
Urjita, anything you want to say in conclusion?
I would just like to say that every day is a Valentine's Day indeed if you don't have a Valentine.
That's a very out of context statement, but sure.
उसमें उल्लू डाल दे.
Every dollar is a
वो
bright
बोला वो
dollar.
जोक मुझे तभी सूझा था बट बोलने नहीं है. हम लोग बाद में ले लेती कोई बात नहीं.
Okay, let's do a hazard age well scale. So Supriya, the hazard age well scale is 1 to 10. 1 is it was a product of its time and it's not aged well at all. It's terrible. 10 is wow, I find something new every time I see it. It's a tricky film because we've established that it was very much a product of its time.
Yes.
But still, if you had to rate it from 1 to 10, how much would you rate it?
Purely on the basis of has it aged well, I would give it a 7.
Okay.
Because yes, it is a product of its time, but it is still very watchable today.
Right.
Like I will not cringe majorly
Yeah.
at some moments, but like unlike some other movies
Right.
which have also been product of their times.
Yeah.
Okay. Urjita, for you?
I think, man, I really laughed a lot. 9. It was very funny. Just because it made me laugh, I'm like, fine, okay.
But this is not rewatchability. We've now changed it. It's a hazard age well
Has
scale.
it aged well?
So the answer to will you watch it again, of course, is yes.
Yes, yes.
Because
yeah,
you
yeah,
enjoy
yeah,
it.
yeah.
But has it aged well?
It hasn't. Wait, पहले तो हमारा has it aged well था ना?
हाँ,
So like
वही
now,
है.
then we changed it. ना?
No, पहले rewatchability था. Rewatchability था.
Rewatchability.
हाँ.
Okay. Has it aged well? तो of course it hasn't aged well. उसमें तो फिर 4 या 5 आएगा, but that's not.
5
Yeah.
but watchable.
5 but 10.
Rewatchable.
5 but
5 but 10.
Film 5, Kader Khan and Govinda 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, that's what I would also stick with. I think as it aged well, 5.
Yeah.
Because, I think aesthetically also it's not the best looking film.
Of
There are
course.
choices they make in Dulhe Raja which are much more aesthetic. But yeah, I mean, Faiyaz, Takkar, Bobda Bhai, Bangari Dada, the whole Bhai and Bhai cooperative bank.
Yeah.
The highs are really high, the lows are really low. So yeah, I
and
would also
the
give it five.
fact that they had to add a subplot even in the last 20-30 minutes
Right.
of the film. वो दादाजी को बुलाता है, and it's the same thing as hero number 1.
Yeah.
कि तुमने बाहर
Yeah,
रास्ते पे, वो भी रास्ते पे मिल रहे गाड़ी के यहाँ पे,
Yeah.
उसका दिमाग खराब किया और फिर वापस घर आके बोलता है ओ फक ये तो वही आदमी है.
So
It's the same thing.
it's giving the audience what they want. They
Yeah.
enjoyed hero number
Yeah.
1.
Yeah.
So they made it again.
Yeah.
देख लो.
I forgot to mention one thing, that one point where Bobda Bhai is testing out Bangari Dada for his daughter.
Yeah.
And he shines the light in
Yeah.
his ear,
Yeah.
which
Oh,
comes out the
yeah.
other end.
That whole
Very
scene
funny.
is so hilarious कि आज मैं तेरे को टेस्ट करूंगा.
हाँ.
तू मेरा पाँव दबा देना है या मेरा पाँव तेरे हाथ दबा देना है.
ये अपने पाँव पे अपना हाथ दबा ले.
ओ तेरे कान से आर पार का कुछ जा रहा है. अरे खानदानी डिफेक्ट नहीं है, खानदानी वर्चू है. समथिंग सिमिलर, खानदानी वर्चू है.
ये
तो
मेरे
तो
खानदान
मैं-
का वो है कि एक कान से
सुनने
सुनो,
का,
दूसरे कान से
दूसरे
निकालो.
कान से निकालो.
तो लाल क्यों है? क्योंकि अपन पान खाते
अबे अंदर खून नहीं रहेगा.
It's like he didn't stop at खून, पान भी तो
पान भी
जाता है.
है. Too good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's go to the alternate ending segment. Okay, this is a segment where if we were given an opportunity to end the film unlike the way it ended originally in the movie, how would you end it? Or if you had to pitch a sequel to this, what would you do it? So do you have an alternate ending?
First, I would like you to.
No, go ahead. I am thinking on the fly. So
I'm
go
also
ahead.
thinking on the
We all
fly.
thinking on the fly. We
Oh.
never planned for this segment.
Alternate ending, I think something to do with Shakti Dada also. I think उसकी तो
Right.
redemption होनी चाहिए थोड़ी सी.
Yeah.
बेचारे ने शुरू से थप्पड़ खा रहा है वो, ठीक है. First is the and what happened to that girl? उसकी तो शादी हो जाती है ना किसी और से.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So maybe he I feel Shakti Dada deserves some redemption. बेचारे ने कोशिश तो करी है.
Yeah.
Maybe him and Faiyaz Takkar team up. And they
Nice. A
start
spin-off.
Yeah. Oh yeah, spin-off.
Yeah.
अखियों से गोली मारे, सर से टक्कर मारे. Part 2 of अखियों से गोली मारे.
Yeah. Nice.
शक्ति से टक्कर मारे.
और maybe they can make गोलियों से आई ऑपरेशन करे.
क्या बात है.
Urjita.
Yeah.
Quit while I while you're
अखियों से गोली मारे, the ophthalmologist cut.
I mean, unfortunately, Razak Khan is no more. But if
Yeah.
he was alive, dude, I would totally see that movie.
Yeah.
100%.
That spin-off.
Yeah. And I feel like, so I really like Shakti Kapoor's take on love in this movie, where he's like, अरे वो मेरे को थप्पड़ मारी, and then Kader Khan is like, अरे वो तो आपके गाने गा रही ले, पहले थप्पड़ खा लो, बाद में तो प्यारी प्यारी. He's like, okay fine. So he's fine with her beating him up,
Yeah.
which is such a nice gunda.
Refreshing.
Like he's not a sexist gunda, I feel. सबसे मार खाता है वो, so I really like that.
There is, I mean, I know this film is we talked about the problematic aspects, but there's one joke which was fat shaming, but I still laughed. Where in the beginning, where I think at a wedding, Ravina says के हाँ मैंने खाना खा लिया है, and Govinda is like हाँ वो तो दिख रहा है.
Hold on.
Yeah.
There is a very, very subtle joke about homosexuality also in
Oh,
this.
yeah,
In the
yeah.
very
Gay.
beginning of this.
चोर घे.
चोर
चोर
gay.
घे. अबे
अबे
तू
तू
gay
gay
भी
भी है. That politician comes, his name is चोर
It's not
gay.
exactly homophobic.
It's
because
not,
he
yeah,
says
it's
जो
just-
भी हो.
जो
He's
भी,
like,
हाँ,
he's
but
okay with your
if you are
identity.
reading into it,
Yeah.
he's like अबे वोट इस चोर को देना. नहीं मेरा नाम चोर गया. अच्छा तू गे
तू
भी
gay भी है. Well, 2002.
2000.
Yeah,
Well,
Different
98
times.
technically.
98 technically, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we cannot top the क्या शक्ति से टक्कर मारे.
शक्ति से टक्कर
हाँ.
मारे.
टक्कर मारे. हाँ. वो भी है.
Yeah, that was great.
I think maybe like अगर alternate ending हो तो alternate ending नहीं, I would like to pitch a sequel.
Yeah, please.
So sequel as in more of an extension of this movie, not like a separate movie altogether. कि वो दोनों बड़े होते हैं, as in और बुढ़े होते हैं, उनके बच्चे होते हैं. So like वो कैसे दिखेंगे, क्योंकि गुंडा खानदान तो है ना अभी भी इसका. So like will the sequel be something like Welcome, where they are trying to change कि अपनी गुंडे लाइन से बाहर कैसे निकाला जाए,
Right.
ऐसा कुछ ट्राई करे. या मे बी वो बोलता है कि कादर खान को बोलता है कि आप अभी रिटायरमेंट ले सकते हो, एंड मे बी कादर खान इसलिए कि मैं रिटायरमेंट लूंगा तो क्या करूंगा, आप पॉलिसी बेचो, एंड नाउ इज सेलिंग पॉलिसी, बट ही still hasn't given up his gunda ways.
Nice.
I
Kader
just want a mockumentary on the Office, but set in Bhai and Bhai Cooperative Bank. Like that. Just tell me every little detail of that.
How fun.
Bhai and Bhai
Oh my
Cooperative
God, how
Bank.
fun.
इमेजिन अगर वहाँ पे कोई आया है नया कस्टमर
Employee,
आया और वो
customer.
आधार कार्ड पैन कार्ड सब डिटेल्स लेके आ जाए कि भाई सब
इधर-
डॉक्यूमेंट लेके आए, then like everybody one by one, सब डॉक्यूमेंट लेके आए, सब डॉक्यूमेंट लेके आए, सब डॉक्यूमेंट लेके आए, पांच उधर गाना है, 5 डॉक्यूमेंट लेके आया, आधार भी है और पैन भी है, ए अखियों से गोली मार.
I want to see that HR interview, dude.
Yeah.
At Bhai and Bhai Corporate.
Yeah,
How do you
yeah.
get hired?
कितना मर्डर खेल है.
Like, वो
दो मर्डर मिनिमम जरूरी है.
लाइक कोई भी कस्टमर आता है और जिससे सब डॉक्यूमेंट्स लाए, सब उसको एचआर के पास लेके जाते, बोले सुन सीईओ बनेगा क्या, अपने को जरूरत है इधर पढ़ाई का इंसान का.
By the way, there's a little Easter egg where in the Shadi, the band is playing the song Akhiyon Se Goli Maare from Bobdya Dada.
Ah.
So, yeah,
Oh
that's
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
All right. Thank you, Supriya, for taking out time and doing this. Love for Govinda will always remain. And anything you want to plug before we wrap up, where can people find you on social media? Any shows you want to plug, please go ahead.
You can find me on social media at Suparwoman, SUPAARWOMAN. I am currently touring with my special. I'm over it, all over India, maybe abroad, who knows. And follow Govinda, or actually don't follow. He doesn't have the best social media.
That's true.
So just watch his movies. I
Yeah.
think enjoy his movies. Take it for what they are, which is just pure enjoyment, and that's it.
Do you want to tell us a little bit about what your special is about?
Oh yeah, my special is about how I met my situationship's mother.
Ooh.
So yeah.
That's a movie unto
On
itself.
its own. Exactly. So if you want to watch this incredibly dramatic turns in my life, please go ahead. Come watch.
I would like to say that Supriya is the only person who is more Gen Z than any Gen Z I have ever met. And she gets Gen Zer with each passing year. I feel like a generation gap with her. And I'm younger than her, and I still feel like यार मैं तो बुड्ढी लग रही हूँ यार सुप्रिया के सामने.
I'll tell you what. The thing is that Gen Z is nothing but 2002. And
Really?
Of course, do you not remember these clothes?
तुम तो थे ना तभी
true, हाँ, मैं
2000
था.
In fact, go watch Akhiyon Se Goli Maare again
Yeah.
and watch what Ravina is wearing.
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
Okay? These are the type of clothes that they wore at that time. Okay?
Right.
Gen Z is 2002. I've lived in 2002. I could not wear those clothes in 2002
True.
because I was either not allowed or they wouldn't fit me.
Yeah.
So now I'm not living my Gen Z fantasy. I'm living my 2002 fantasy. I am alive to relive my youth, which has nothing to do with Gen Z. I don't know why.
My Gen Z
Yeah.
producer is nodding her head very vigorously.
Yeah.
As if
I have nothing against Gen Zs, by the way. I just
Yeah.
feel like it feels like
I just
feel
feel
like
jealous of them.
really what
just do.
because of their supple bones.
Supple bones, they're too open-minded and they get to do everything.
No,
I'm like, I
man.
didn't get to do all these things. Fuck you.
I
guys.
know.
इसको
no.
बस पॉलीएमरी करनी है.
Yes.
इसको बस पॉलीएमरी करनी है.
I want to.
He's like कि मेरा रिलेशनशिप बैंक का खाता होना चाहिए open all the time. That's what he wants
I'm
to do.
polyamorous, babe.
Oh my god.
कितना ऐसे
Oh
लगता है
my
शिव polyamorous babe.
यार millennials ही अच्छे हैं with their monogamy.
I know right.
Monogamous
इसको
millennials.
बस वही चीज ट्राई करनी है, उसको और कुछ नहीं करना है. Gen Z का और कुछ नहीं
Time,
लेना है.
we're running out of time. Urjita, anything you want to plug before we wrap up?
You guys can, by the way, again, you guys can subscribe to my YouTube channel.
Stop using the microphones.
You guys can subscribe to my YouTube channel and you can check out my video if you haven't already. If you haven't already, man, what are you doing?
Yeah, what are you doing?
Do you even love me if you haven't checked out my video? Please, I think जब तक ये हो जाएगा रिलीज आधा मिलियन हो गया होगा ना?
हाँ,
Yeah,
for
yeah,
sure.
yeah, आधा मिलियन हो
6
जाएगा.
million.
No.
Why not? Come on.
Nutcut. So
Cool.
yeah, and you can follow me on Instagram at @Urjitawani. Thank you so much.
And you can follow me on Twitter. I'm at Abbas Momin and AbbasMomin88 on Instagram. Will I have a video out? I don't know.
You will,
maybe.
I think.
Yeah,
Something
yeah.
tells me
7
you will.
trillion views.
Yes, exactly.
इतने नंबर होते हैं क्या?
Make it
क्या
7
बात
trillion
कर
and 1. But yeah, thank you once again, Supriya. That was
Thank
our
you.
episode. We will see you all next week with a new movie and a new panelist. This is the IVM IVM Pop YouTube channel. Please subscribe, like the video, share it with anyone who you think will enjoy it. Share it with all the Govinda fans in your WhatsApp group. And
share it with your parents or mummy ji, Ashirwad.
Mama.
actually
Mama.
take your mother to go watch I'm Over It.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Please.
Yes.
Please do that.
Come.
Yes. And
Everyone's invited.
follow our social media handles. They're in the description, and we will put the ticket links as well. So yeah, we'll see you all next week. Bye bye.
IVM.